Hi everyone, hope you are doing well from wherever you are watching this channel, depending on your time zone. Now, yesterday, President Ruto was meeting with a few ODM members of parliament. Then today we are seeing he's now meeting with almost all of the Jubilee members of parliament. Those members of parliament who are elected on Jubilee ticket. He's saying he has met about 30 of them. I don't know if Jubilee has 30. Something close to 28 there. Maybe if he's adding in, is it senators wako na wangapi? So he has had the meeting today. But then this is not a new thing. We understand very well that the president started this journey long time, because not long ago, actually was meeting with the Jubilee first. But again, before meeting with the Jubilee, at one point he was meeting with the members of parliament coming from Western region. And we understand very well that when you come to Western region, most of them were elected on ODM ticket, especially Kakamega, part of Vihiga, and then Busia. There is only a little change when you go to Bungoma and Trans Nzoia. The rest were on ODM. So the president has managed to meet all these groups. But again, it's like he has just revived his journey of meeting members of parliament. Then, so the meeting after meeting at Statehouse is coming at a time when Raila Odinga has called for the massive consultation rallies that is referring to as Baraza. Ruto would want to say that these are demonstrations. They are not. If Raila will call for demonstration, we will understand this demonstration, and he will say the reason why he is calling for demonstrations. So panic is real at Statehouse. The meetings we are seeing as of now, they will continue. Ruto is just trying to counter and water down the rally that Raila Odinga has now called countrywide, because he will be in Machakos, he will be in Western, he will be in Coast region, and he will be everywhere. He has announced he will be even in Mount Kenya. When Ruto hears about Mount Kenya, he's not happy. He is in panic. And there are several reasons why Ruto will always get panic. But then, let us just get a reaction from President Uhuru Kenyatta, the retired president, on those members of parliament who have gone to Statehouse again today. This is the Secretary General of Jubilee Party, Jeremiah Kioni, giving the view as per the president in reaction to what is happening. I quote, President Uhuru Kenyatta is aware of the happenings and well understands the political dynamic in the country. He has been in charge of this country for a while and has always maintained that if you want to move in politics, you move with those willing. You are as strong as those outside supporting. So the message from Uhuru is very clear. He's going to move with those who are willing. But the rest want to go to Statehouse, change their course, move to maybe the other political party. They are free to go. They can go if they want. But his focus is to move with those who are ready. That tells you that Uhuru is not going to resign in as much these leaders are moving. And there are several reasons why Ruto would want to meet these leaders. And we want us to check on the danger ahead of William Samoei Ruto, these members of parliament, and the way forward for the Azimio. But before we go deep into that, just a quick request. For those who are watching and you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. To our channel subscribers, I must say thank you so much. And again, to all our viewers, please give this video a thumbs up. Thank you, and back to this discussion. Number one, the repeated visit at Statehouse by Jubilee members of parliament is a push William Ruto is looking into to force Uhuru Kenyatta into retirement. So Uhuru will retire from active politics. He took the bodyguards. Now he's telling him, you have no opportunity to choose what you want. We will give you what we wish. And he has said no. And now he's going for Jubilee Party. So there is that move. And again, we have said about Raila Odinga rallies. But then, the danger is here. First of all, to William Samoei Ruto. For example, when you see the Jubilee members of parliament, ODM from Nyanza, from Western, from Mount Kenya, they have been going there. Those who are in the Azimio side and they are crossing to the government side, they are going there because they need to eat well. Get it clear. They need to eat well. But the ordinary citizens, the people we refer to as Mama Mboga, Boda Boda, the hustler, poor of the poorest, just try to check if you check the information in this country, you see nation, 10 millions remain at risk of hunger in 2023. Those are the stories. The treasury, this is what they are saying. Biting cash flow puts Ruto's government into 30.2 billion shillings emergency loan from CBK. The emerging information tells you the big problem in this country. The question is, as these members of parliament go in a Statehouse to eat well, what about these people in this country? What about millions who are in risk? And Ruto is still borrowing. He needs to borrow more. Things are not good, but he's doing nothing to correct. His focus is on buying members of parliament. I had to ask a question. How can you, with your good knowledge, a member of parliament, move on the side of government which seemingly it is failing totally? If people are not happy with a certain leader, and just because he's in power, you move toward that leader and embrace the leader. Hii ni kama tu kuingia kwa shimo ama kuchimba kaburi lenye wewe mwenyewe utazikwa ndani. That's what I can say. At least if this government was performing and these members of parliament go onto that side, it could look sound mind. But it's unsound mind to go to William Ruto. Because Kenyans are starving from hunger. People cannot afford life. He's borrowing. He's spending too much. But he's yet to solve any problem that we are facing in this country. He's the only president who came and removed the meat from the mouth of the poor. Subsidy. He removed. The question is, as Ruto is buying members of parliament, you will have members of parliament to try and stop Raila Odinga. The question is, how are you managing to buy the citizens? Now that members of parliament are eating well. Then, when it comes to the citizens, you call for an interdenomination rally, prayer, so that you pray for them for their financial situation. Isi ni kinaya. In as much some people will have to, kuna wale wenye wana ile hali ya, they have patience. This patience ni ya muda tu, is just for a short time. After that, no one is going to continuously persevere. Ruto is managing members of parliament because there are a few, he can dish money to them. What about the common mwananchi? These are the people that Uhuru and Raila will be focusing on. So he's taking members of parliament, but what he has forgotten is that he's leaving Raila Odinga with the people. And once you have the people, you have the power. But when you have these members of parliament, which power do you have? It's limited. But the people's power is unlimited. They can even overturn you. They can remove you from power. Hata wale wanajeshi watakusaidia, watakuwa wamechoka pia na wewe. Sasa wananchi wakiamua au watafuata hiyo. They have no any other thing to do. So the risk is that members of parliament are going to a government that is failing. So there's nothing you can take from them. If you see them as betrayers. Number two, William Ruto is seen as a man who is more interested on members of parliament buying them, but not interested on serving the people. So the bombshell awaits him. Then at the end of the day, these members of parliament are going to lose. William Ruto is going to lose. That's why Uhuru Kenyatta is saying that he's going to move forward with the willing. You cannot associate with the failures. Then you expect that you get it well. You will never. So, his push to remove Uhuru Kenyatta from active politics is yet to succeed. And he might not succeed. The reason will be that he is an underperformer president. He has become the biggest problem ever we have had in our life, more than Moi. And because of this, anyone who associates with William Ruto, he risks their position, maybe to be re-elected, or even their political influence within the society, their community. You will just be seen as a betrayer. So Ruto is being viewed as a betrayer to the common mwananchi, the voter. Those members of parliament from Western, Nyanza, Nairobi, Coast, Mount Kenya, who are not elected within the Kenya Kwanza side, the ones who are voted in the office through the Azimio, are being viewed as the enemy and the betrayer of the people. Because the push here is that we have to put William Ruto on toss to either do the right thing ama tupita na yeye tumtoe kwa Statehouse na tuchukue nafasi ya uongozi. But what are they doing? They are busy taking photos with a failed government. So Uhuru Kenyatta has said he's here, he's going nowhere, na watapambana, ataendelea mbele na wale ambao wanaendelea kusimama na yeye, and that is the direction he's going to go. No relenting.